Good evening, everyone.
Welcome once again to the live. It's Friday night, 9 p.m. and we are back again on
How to Ace Your Career. So thank you very much, all of you, for giving us this opportunity to serve you people again and again and again.
I'm in fact so happy and excited that there are some men also who have joined in on a session on motherhood or career growth. So that shows they are so keen on their wife's career. So thank you very much for joining
here. Of course we are. So thank you so much, everyone. And it's a very, very amazing topic, or rather, I would say one of my favorite topic, because I always feel that women's, wives, mothers, they are so amazing as a species, as a human, that how do they do what they do? I always wonder, what are they made of? They're so amazing. And that is why I came here to give my complete support to this entire topic that's going on today.
So before we delve into the topic, let me introduce myself. I'm Nutan. I'm a career and a life coach.
And I'm Dheeraj, and I'm a career coach and life coach, and of course, a business coach.
And together we form ND Life Coaching.
Yes.
We specialize in coaching people at their mid-age, which means people of 12 to 15 years of experience.
Yes.
When they're stuck in their career, when they're stagnating, or they're wanting to make a shift in their career, move from where they are to something that they would like to explore further.
Absolutely.
It's where people like us come into the picture. So thank you very much for joining us once again. And today's topic is about motherhood or career growth.
I'm just promoting my wife, please, yeah, because I feel this is really amazing what you've written. So sorry for that.
Thank you. So motherhood is the most precious gift given to women by the universe. It's, of course, my absolutely personal belief. Some may not agree with this, and it's fine to think so. There is nothing wrong about that. But for me, I feel motherhood is really the most precious and beautiful gift given to women by the universe. Having said that, motherhood is not an easy decision, as it changes a woman's life completely.
Yes.
It's a huge commitment for at least 15 to 20 years, and hence should be thought out very well before deciding to take a decision on whether you want to be a mother or no.
Absolutely correct.
In fact, we all know that in earlier days, the society was very clear on the roles that a man was a provider and a woman was a nurturer. However, as the society evolved,
true,
education for both men and women became an equal opportunity because things started changing, the perspective started changing. Women stepped out of the house to build their own career, making the money, which may or may not be the requirement of the family. But that did start creating some complication in the ecosystem of the house. In fact, I remember my dad saying this while I was finishing my MBA and looking out for a job. He said that I was saying, so, women are going to be independent, they're going to enjoy their life, they're going to enjoy the freedom. And he gave me his perspective, which we always say, right, experience counts. So he said that, yes, definitely you all are stepping out, making the money, having a career. At the same time, you're also responsible for the family, for rearing children, raising them into wonderful people.
Absolutely.
All kind of expectations for the family would be from the woman itself. And at the same time, you're not going to get any kind of, you can't compromise on your work life also. No one is going to say, because you're a woman, you're handling so much at home, it's okay if you don't do this at workplace. So life is going to become even more tougher. It's not easier. And today I validate what he mentioned probably 25, 30 years back.
Absolutely. In fact, if you look today where the things are currently, and I'm really happy and proud for this community and these women. Women are really ambitious, and they should be. They are wanting to be financially independent. They want to settle in their career and then look out for a life partner, which is truly amazing. Now, this results in marriage happening around, if you see, by and large, today females are getting married in the age of somewhere around 29 to 30 or 28 or 31, 32. And of course, then they think about having a child, which is the next decision, which happens 33, 32, 33, 34, something of that sort.
So while she chooses to be a mother, she's also concerned about her career.
Yep.
Something she has really worked hard to build for years. Now, choosing what is important is not an easy decision. And I completely empathize with all these women who go through that crisis on whether you should go ahead or take a step back.
Yes.
So it's not an easy decision. Along with that, comes the fear of losing their financial independence.
Yes.
Which definitely is connected to their confidence and self-worth. So for the women out there who are live with us, I would want you to answer this question for me, that is it a difficult decision? Does that fear seep in? Then what if I lose my career? I cannot be a person who's dependent on finance on my husband.
Absolutely. What if I lose my financial independence? What if I lose, to a certain extent, my identity itself?
Yes. So please,
all the females who are here, does this fear had come in your life, or is it still there?
Was it an easy decision to
Yeah,
really
absolutely.
think
You can just write down. Okay.
Right. So that brings me to the topic for tonight.
Yes.
Do you have to really make a choice between the two, career growth and motherhood? Can't you get the best of both the world? And from my experience, I say the answer is yes.
Yes.
It's possible. But there is certain amount of planning and thinking that has to go behind this decision.
Absolutely. It is absolutely possible. In fact, she maybe have done for many of working females, and they're leading a absolutely fantastic, amazing, successful, at the same time family life, a great career, at the same time taking care of the family. It's possible. Yes, there are certain things that needs to be taken care of, and it needs to be, as she rightly, you need to organize and plan. And that's what we are going to talk about, that how do you do this?
Yes. So, the very first point I believe is women at the first thing have to be really dead sure whether they wish to become a mother or no.
Yes.
They should not get pulled into this by pressure from anyone, even if it is coming from the husband. It is not something that you should reel in, because it's a huge commitment.
Yep.
And if this decision is taken under pressure, it creates a huge mental resistance and complicates things. Now, we all know that when a decision is taken under pressure, it creates an impact on the mental and emotional health of that person, which in this case is the mother. And when the mother is going to be in so much of mental and emotional confusion and low emotional state, naturally that percolates to everyone in the family. Thus, the so-called gift becomes an abuse for the mother, for the child, and for everyone involved in the family. That is why it is so damn important to come to the decision on your own. Women out there who are listening right now, who will listen to me later, please be very, very particular on this. You have to come out of this decision on your own, because the minute you decide,
yes,
it becomes very easy to take full ownership of the decision and stand by all what comes along with that.
Absolutely.
And believe me, all of them who've been mothers can vouch for this, that what comes after that is a huge tsunami, and you just get swept away. There's so much happening.
Absolutely, because pregnancy and post-pregnancy, a woman is not able to recognize herself, her mind, her body, everything. Absolutely right. So,
and that's why
the second thing, the couple needs to plan how to handle things and what would be comfortable for them as they would become parents, because it's not about just the woman, it's the father also who is pregnant. The father also is going to be a parent. So both of them need to plan hand in hand. They should be together in it completely. They both have to take complete responsibility for getting that life in the universe and taking proper care of this life. Question like, how will both of them handle their careers? Who will be doing what? Who could be the primary caregiver? Who would be the supplementary? How are they going to pass on their days and nights? How are they going to deal with it? That's how it's important that both of the couples sit together and take a call.
So like I said, first it's the mother to decide on her own. The woman who's going to be a mother,
yes,
to decide completely whether she wants it or no. Then the couple need to sit together and plan it.
Absolutely right.
Once both of them have decided that we want to go ahead, then the third thing is to build an ecosystem around that decision. Who would take care of the child? Whether you would like to take care of the child on your own or involve the families. If it is families from both the ends, or it has to be one particular family. Do you want to put the child in a daycare or take care of the kid at home? Believe me, these questions are very, very important, and people don't think about it. They believe that the child will come and then they'll deal with it. And that is why we are seeing so much of chaos
Absolutely.
in the mother's life. What are the expenses that will come along when you plan to do that? Daycare is not cheap. It's a damn expensive affair, plus the child coming in involves a lot of expenses. How do you plan to take care of that?
Plus the help that is required, external help that is required, that also takes a certain amount of money, certain amount of adjustments. So all these things, you need to build that kind of ecosystem. Fourth, having good relations first between the husband and wife themselves. I think that's extremely important. Second, having good relations with neighbors, having an amazing friend circle. And also, because all these, I think neighbors and friend circle, they're so helpful. Like in our life, our friend circle and neighbors have played a huge role in when we have required them. So they are always there to help, to manage, because life is so uncertain. We don't know what's going on and what is going to come. But when you have a neighbor and you have an amazing friend, then no matter whatever surprises come, you have someone to deal with, to help you, whatever that's coming your way. So have amazing relation with yourself, with your family, with your neighbors, with your friends.
Then after that is the step about women who really needs to be very, very careful about her physical and mental health.
Yes.
Physical and mental health. Listen to me very, very carefully. I have been dealing with women who have been through a very tough phase during their pregnancy and post-pregnancy. If you ignore this part, you're in deep, deep trouble. So be very careful that you don't ignore your physical and mental health, so that you're able to care all the responsibilities that are coming to you very joyfully.
Yes.
Post-pregnancy depression, as all of you know, is increasing significantly. Hence, do not take this lightly. Form a regime around fitness. Pick up a buddy, especially the best one could be your husband, who could tie up with you, take you for the morning walks, the evening walks, be besides you all the time.
Parenting as such is an extremely big decision, as we know. And it's a commitment, not for a year or 2 or 3. It's a commitment for a decade or maybe more than that, 10, 15, 20 years. You should be taking it jointly. It has to be an absolute joint decision between both of them. And so that the simple reason, when both of them take the decision, they are ready to take the ownership of it. They are ready to take the complete responsibility, shoulder it together throughout this beautiful journey of 15 to 20 years. Because when both of them are in it, both the couple, when they are into it, when the parent into it, it's a much beautiful journey than one. Because I know so many times this happens that, when only one of the partner is going through everything and the other partner is not being a part of it completely. And that's why that one partner feels irritated, angry, disturbed. And that's where it goes wrong. So it should be, it could be take a lot of sacrifice. I'm not denying that. You might miss on your social life, your movies, your entertainment, leisure, travel, privacy, etc. It's going to be there. But when you're together, it can be possible.
Hence, only the two people involved primarily should take the decision. It should not be a family-based decision. There was a time when parents, both the sides, would be the people who would make this decision for the young couple. I think times have changed.
Yep.
We need to be very, very sure that only the couple is taking this decision, whether they want a child or no. Not get influenced by anyone.
Until the time it's not 100%, even if it's 99.9%, don't go for it. Only when you're sure 100% that both of you now ready for this, then go for it.
Then plan the things thoroughly and take joint ownership. Now, when I say joint ownership, people believe that it is 50-50%.
No.
You do this, I'll do this.
No, it's not about that.
It's not about that.
Yes.
It's about each one taking complete responsibility, 100% responsibility of the beautiful life which is coming your way. Fortunately, all the mentors that I've invited on this session, so we all have experienced these sessions, that they come and share their success of their career. So all the women whom I invited on this live session also mentioned that the most important thing what they did was creating a healthy ecosystem.
Absolutely right.
Which can take care of any uncertainties or urgencies. Because if you want to grow in your career, you're moving up the ladder, there are going to be responsibilities, there are going to be times when you have to rush and take care of your work. That's your primary focus. You should have a support system which can take care of the child who's there at home. And that is why they took care of took care of this responsibility with help of their parents.
Yes.
But at the same time, they gave them all the infrastructure and support required.
Yes.
So the parents could use this as and when required. In fact, all of them also told, that's the most beautiful thing. which I heard from each one of them, that they not only were doing their job, they were raising their children, but they also completed some additional degree alongside. One of them did their MBA, the other one did her PhD,
Absolutely.
the other one took up some other course.
I feel
while going through
just
this,
to do one thing, it's so difficult for me. I feel how amazing are these women that they are taking care of the child, they're taking care of the marriage, they're taking care of the house, and they're also working, they're taking care of their curve, and they're performing also. And at the same time, they're educating themselves, they're doing courses and programs. Oh my God, how do you guys do it? Amazing. You know, it's a salute and kudos to all the women out there, all the mothers out there. You're amazing.
And you know why this could happen? There's a very beautiful thing they just spoke about. That was because they were all very, very passionate about what they were doing.
Yes.
Hence, they could give their best at every front. And all of them resumed their work life just after the official maternity leave got over. So it was not that they actually took a career break. They were back on their career after that 3 months or 6 months, what they had decided that they will commit to taking care of the baby. Now, I would like to cite a few live examples, which will help you understand why planning and taking complete ownership is crucial in raising a child. If not done, what could go wrong? So I would like to take up the first example. Maybe Dheeraj can go ahead with the second one. So one of my coaching, which was happening for couple, and both husband and wife had enrolled for taking care of their individual careers.
Yes.
They were not getting the desired results. And I knew there is something behind this. It's not about their career.
Yes.
So I asked them to get on together for some joint sessions. While I was doing the joint sessions, I got to know that the wife was almost on the verge of divorce. This is after 17 years of their marriage. And the reason was the husband was not at all present throughout this 15, 17 years of married life, wherever there were tough situations. He did not have any moment to spare because he was so involved in his career and his life.
Yep.
And she had to step back and do it all alone. She was handling things on her own. And now when she looks back and she sees all her peers have moved up, finances are not in that great shape, she feels very resentful. She has started losing her confidence in herself. Of course, I coached the couple and now they're in a much better situation. There is a shift in the husband's attitude. He's already got a breakthrough in his career after 2 months of this coaching, the couple together. And in the best part, he truly loved his wife. It wasn't that there was any kind of wrong intent in the relationship. But at times when you're not aware, this is what happens. The man is in his own world, working towards providing, and he forgets that the era has changed. The wife also has a career and she also needs to take care of both the responsibility. So he's equally responsible on what is happening in the family.
Next example, okay, and this is another live example. It's about a couple.
In fact, these are all examples of our coaching clients. So it's not that I've read it from some book. We've done this with the couple.
Absolutely. Yes. So it's about a couple deciding to go ahead without expecting any support from their families. The wife was very passionate about what she was doing in her job for 12 years. And I could help her transit into, full-time professional, okay? And instead of working for somewhere, we said that why don't you get into a full-time professional? Why don't you get into doing something on your own? And that's what. So she, she's now selling her services independently instead of working for someone else. The couple was clear that did not want to put the child into daycare, and the husband financially was stable enough to take care of all the expenses without the wife's contribution. Thus, she could settle into a new option smoothly. And now both of them are doing so well, and their daughter is grown enough to deal with their working parents. So this was something which we did before they thought about for going for the child itself. They had come to us, we sat with them, we worked out everything. And today that, it's like almost what, six years almost?
Yes.
6 years almost that the child is an almost 6-year baby, and they're having an amazing married life. They're having amazing parenting going on, and they're enjoying both of their equal career. In fact, she's earning more than her job today being a freelancer.
Another couple whom we coached, the wife was very committed to her career. She truly enjoyed what she's working, and pretty ambitious woman.
Yes.
The husband had the option to go back and join his father's business, which was pretty much settled work. And when both of them decided that they want to go to the next phase of their life, which is having a child, he decided to return back to the city where the parents had a business. She joined him. Fortunately, the company had an office in that city and she could go there. And he's also passionate about writing. So he could pursue his passion and give full-time care to his son. So in this case, the father became the primary caregiver and the wife continued her career at the pace that she was before having a baby.
And lots of respect to such men out there. It's a lot of respect.
Absolutely right.
It's not easy. Amazing. So another beautiful example is of a couple when the wife was asked to focus on raising the child and give her on a job. She was told to do that. She did that without realizing the consequences it would have on her mental health. She sank into depression as years passed and she had to finally resort to professional help. Okay, that's how. The psychiatrist asked her to do something which she can devote 4-5 hours. It took her some time to figure out what she could do as the gap was almost 7-8 years. 2 years down the line, she restarted her career, though it's a part-time, but she did it. And you know what has happened now? She's so confident, she's so happy, and she's become absolutely clear that what is her life all about, what she wants to do, and she's giving a best to her husband and best to the children. And that's how they're leading a great and happy family.
I also have many examples of women returning to their workplace after their maternity break. Now, they have not taken care of themselves. They're in a very poor emotional state. The hormones are really playing a havoc on them.
Absolutely.
And they return back to work life either because they're passionate about their career or they don't want to lose their financial independence.
Yes.
And there also could be a reason that the family requires the money.
Absolutely. That's a very strong reason. I know a lot of mothers that even after 3 months itself of their post-pregnancy, they start working because financially they play a very important role.
And currently I have seen they've really become nuisance value to their managers, their teammates, because of their poor emotional and mental state. So like I said before, let me again reiterate, some companies have really become very open and helpful.
Yes.
For women who have delivered a baby. So the manager is really wanting to help you to take care, whether it's a man or a woman.
Absolutely.
In my case, there is one person who's really taking care of a huge team and he's wanted to help this lady who had just delivered a baby, and he wanted to help this woman out there, but she's in such a bad emotional state that she's not responding, she's not doing anything.
So constantly this female is only two emotions. Either she's feeling hurt and she's getting angry. This is the two things that's happening. Because when you're in a low state, when you're emotionally, mentally drained, the two things you constantly feel: hurt, angry, and that's what is going on.
And the other example is of one of my clients who joined in the new company. She's come on a level above this lady who's just delivered a baby and returned back to her work life in the same company. She also had such a bad time with her. It's 8 months now, and she's been going through this trauma every day. Whenever you reach out, she's not able to give time. When she has time, she expects others to be around. And if they don't respond, she's going all out there, complaining, blaming. In fact, she went to the HR to complain about one of them. And obviously, her behavior was known to everyone, and people started then telling that it is her. It's because of her all these challenges are happening in the entire team. So you know what? You can't blame the woman who's gone through this. The only thing is you need to create an awareness around the mental and emotional health.
Absolutely.
So women out there, if you're planning to have a child, please ensure that you take care of yourself.
Do not neglect, I would use the word, do not neglect your mental as well as your physical health. It is a crucial role in becoming a great mother,
a great wife, and a great employee.
All the three roles.
Yes. In fact, there's another one statistics which is worldwide.
Worldwide.
That maximum amount of extramarital affairs and divorces take place after the first child.
Yeah.
You know why? Because the woman, what she's seeing herself in the mirror, she can't recognize, and she's not able to deal with that. And the man wonders, where is this lady gone who was so fun-loving, so joyful, excited, passionate? Now she just doesn't want to buzz. If the parents are not educated, believe me, it's a tough journey to be taken. And especially, at least in India, we have a domestic help. We
Yeah.
can look out for
Yeah.
external support system.
We have a family help also.
Yes, we also have parents who can be a support system as
True,
and when
true.
required. We can have people working with you in the house to take care. But women out there in the Western world, whether you're in US or UK, doesn't really matter. But handling all this on your own, it's really a tough time when the husband is not supportive. And that is where this option of looking out for emotional support, and I'm not saying it necessarily only is a man. It could also be a woman looking out for emotional support because she's really not knowing how to deal with her internal havoc that's happening with her. So if you want to avoid such situation in your married life, then please ensure, ladies out there, please take care of your physical and mental health.
At the same time, my humble request to all the men out there who are, in the process of becoming a parent, please understand what is that woman going through. It's a havoc going inside her. So she's the same person whom you love. Is the same person you married, and this is the same person you want to be all your life. Is that she herself is not able to recognize what's happening with her? It's like herself becoming an alien. Imagine what she'll be going through. So just be with her. This is the matter of maybe maximum a year, 2 or 3, that she settles down and she's able to recognize herself. If you can do something like, I know a lot of men out there personally, a lot of men, such a strong support with the wife when she was pregnant, when she delivered, and even after post, he's been a strong support. I think that's what we need to do. And that's why they have an amazing relationship going on even after the kid being there. So that's something we as men, we as fathers, we as husbands, we need to be there.
So please don't hesitate. If you want to pursue your career, if you're a very passionate woman, you're ambitious, there's nothing wrong in it.
No need to be guilty about it.
Absolutely. Please don't listen to any kind of opinions which are, thrown on you. Be sure that you want to carry ahead. You want to continue your financial independence. It's all fine. Only important thing is create a plan on how will you want to pursue your career. How will you bring a strong support system? So I would just go through the points quickly once again. First, it has to be the woman to decide this completely. When she's ready, it's a couple who should discuss this thoroughly, clearly, and plan how they're going to take this ahead. Third, build a very strong ecosystem. It could be daycare. It could be hiring a domestic help. It could be parents, whatever you choose. Because each couple's story is unique.
Yes.
Their circumstances are unique.
Absolutely.
So decide based on that. Once that is settled, then it's important to really take care of your physical and mental health. Don't really compromise on that. Work on your finances, on how you're going to manage this. And then go ahead and enjoy this most wonderful gift that parents can enjoy.
Absolutely.
Right? Looking, that new life coming into you and seeing him grow into a wonderful individual. There's nothing more fulfilling than this in life.
Yes.
In fact, before you leave, I would really request each one of you, how did you work around parenting? The points that we discussed, were they relevant? Have you gone through that process?
Yes.
Did you miss something? So that others who are going through this recording tomorrow will learn a lesson from the women who've already been a mother, that these things are important. It definitely
absolutely. And my request to all of you, men and women out there, that if you can share this, we never say this, it is the first time we're sharing, because I know there are a lot of women who are there, who are scared, who are not sure, they don't know how to deal with it. If you can share this video with them, I'm sure that will be a biggest blessing that you can do, biggest way of telling them that you love them by giving them and sharing this video, because I know it will help them. That is why we did this, for all the women out there who want to be in their career, who want to also become a mother, and who also want to be a great wife.
So women out there, enjoy your career. If you're passionate, you're ambitious, without any guilt, without any inhibitions, without any hesitations, please go ahead and pursue your career. And you can manage being a mom in spite of all of that.
Absolutely.
You only need to plan, organize, take care of yourself, and go ahead and enjoy the most precious gift of life.
And all my men, respect to you who are supporting, being with their wives and doing a great job.
I can definitely agree that the men of these generations are doing it. So kudos to them of being an equal partner in the entire thing. So thank you very much for
Thank you everybody once again, and see you next Friday on How